1 second. 1 second is all it takes for AI to be able to generate an art piece, while it would take the average artist a considerably long amount of times in order to create something. For this example, I did this for one of my assignments for one of my classes, and I was tasked to make a tonal drawing of 3 white objects in a white room. This assignment took me about 2 hours to make, but that doesn't take into time considered for the materials I needed to get for this assignment. I needed to get the 3 white objects and this specific paper. And with AI, they don't have to worry about any of that. I asked AI if it was able to generate anything familiar, and that's what they did. And they did that in a second. And not just one. They didn't create just one. They created thousands and thousands of it. And with the increase of AI, and the recent increase of usage of AI, it changes how we see and create art. AI provides us with new tools and it challenges traditional art norms and its ethical implications. First, let's start off how AI does provide us with new tools. AI has this feature where it's able to automate repetitive tasks and tedious tasks that artists have to deal with, like colors corrections, patterns, or like specific details that would take a considerably long amount of times. With this automated features, it frees up that time and it gives artists an easier time in the creative process. And also AI has this generative feature, which is a great source of reference because it's also like it basically combines pre-existing data and materials that's already known. So if you're looking for inspiration, you're able to use AI as the generative feature for that. And I think a recent article that uses AI in his recent art exhibit is this article from the New York Times called "Can AI Rethink Art and Should It?" by Farah Nayeri. And this artist, Refik Anadol, uses AI in his recent art exhibit. And he believes that AI in art is really good because he said, end quote, "a thinking brush that does not forget, that can remember anything and everything," which is an insightful thought in this whole topic. And since AI in art is kind of basically new, it's basically already challenged its preconceived notion of art in a traditional art form, right? And since technology in art, it kind of has this, it upends conventions and it delivers on new possibility in creating art. And like it provides us with a material intelligence. This article titled "The Harvard Gazette," it has an article titled "If It Wasn't Created by a Human Artist, Is It Still Art?" In this article, they basically review a bunch of artists on their thought and they ask them the same question. But if they're not asking only painters, they're asking also like musicians, directors, writers. And I think this one that I think is really interesting by Matt Saunders. In quote, he said, "Be grateful to be challenged and knocked out of our habits and assumptions," meaning that nothing can remain the same forever. It's always something, it's great to be up and creating something new every time because you shouldn't remain the same and constant forever. You shouldn't stick to one place. And AI, it doesn't really stick to one media because it's able to like combine and fuse and is able to experience. So you can't really categorize AI art in its like with AI's traditional like genres like surrealism, romanticism, everything else. But since AI, it kind of has this, it provides us with raises a lot of ethical concerns of AI in art. I think a great example of this is a bunch of CGI artists who used AI in a recent project. In this article called "The Gamer," titled "The Corda Crew is a Moral Betrayal of Everything That Art Animation Has to Say For" by Jade Ring. Basically, a group of CGI content creators used AI in their recent art forms and believe that AI will basically change animation forever. But they received a lot of criticism and backlash, and they think because a lot of people believe using AI is very disrespectful and it hurts animation or like any art form as a medium. And with that, AI is not really received positively recently. and it kind of AI is uh, and I think people, if they use AI in art, they have to clarify that they're using it because they don't know if it's created by a human or not. So I think it's important for AI to be for people who use AI to clarify that they are using it. And since AI is created on like people that was created by humans, and that raises some legal concerns because it's basically using intellectual property and copywriting. So when publishing, they have to worry about the legality of all in that nonsense. Since and basically since AI can change how we see and view art because it provides us with new tools like generating and automating, and basically provides us with anything, and it challenges already preconceived art notations, previous traditional art medias, and since it's incorporating basically new technology and everything, and its ethical concerns with the copyright law and its authenticity. While AI can definitely make the task a lot easier, it's important to consider about AI and art and where you stand on this matter.